This is another very impromptu video I've had to make about Apple. Long story short, according to Bloomberg and Mark Gurman, who's a very trusted and well-known leaker of Apple stuff, Apple might have to start side-loading apps onto their iPhones. They will have to start allowing side-loading, which basically means you could have another app store and apps downloaded from the internet from iOS 17. Apple's App Store may not be the only place where you can start downloading apps. You'd be able to have other app stores, and you'd be able to just download random apps from the internet rather than having to go through Apple's servers and Apple's systems. What used to be a pipe dream, being able to install apps from other places, might actually become true with the help of the EU Parliament. In fact, Apple can't really dispute this change. The EU Parliament are the same guys who are forcing Apple to go USB-C on their iPhones in the upcoming few years because they want to standardize the port on all mobile devices. Basically, a new act that goes into law from March 2024 basically states that gatekeeper companies, in this case Apple being how they're the only app store on their iPhones, are going to have to open up their services and, quote, let third parties interoperate with their gatekeepers' own services. And if they didn't comply with this, there would be up to 20% of their global overall revenue in fines, which is a lot of money, a fifth of all of their revenue potentially. Apple is not happy with this, especially how back in April 2022, Tim Cook stated that, quote, side-loading apps creates a security risk. But I believe that it's not just security that they're thinking about. Oh, obviously there is security risks involved with just downloading random apps from the internet and getting viruses and all of that stuff. It's the same stuff that's on laptops. But I think their main point is the money that they're going to lose from it. Apple takes a 30% cut of all profits made from their app store, and if these side-loaded app stores just get allowed, then they might lose some of these profits because a lot of companies are just going to go to greener pastures so they can make their 100% profit on their apps as opposed to only 70% of their apps, with Apple taking a 30% cut. They would be losing out on their income while also making iPhones a bit more vulnerable, and so that's a bit of a predicament for them. And even if this change only applies in the EU with just a EU software fix, it's still gonna let them lose quite a bit of money because quite a bit of the iPhone audience is in the EU, understandably. And whether they would just issue an EU software update is a different question. So if you have any thoughts on this, comment down below because I'd like to hear them. And if you take a look at this video up here, you can check Apple's security changes that they've done to try and make the iPhone more secure. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.